Chapter 1 of My Father as I Recall Him. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. My Father as I Recall Him by Mamie Dickens. Opening Note. The pages of this little book were in type and about to be sent for correction to my sister, who had been for some months in very delicate health, when she suddenly became still more gravely ill. The hand that had traced the words of love and veneration dedicated to our father's memory grew too feeble to hold a pen, and before the proofs of her little volume could be submitted to her for revision, my sister died. K.P. Chapter 1. Seeing Gad's Hill as a child. His domestic side and home love. His love of children. His neatness of punctuality. At the table and as host. The original of Little Nell. If in these pages written in remembrance of my father I should tell you, my dear friends, nothing new of him, I can at least promise you that what I shall tell will be told faithfully, if simply, and perhaps there may be some things not familiar to you. A great many writers have taken it upon themselves to write lives of my father, to tell anecdotes of him, and to print all manner of things about him. Of all these published books, I have read but one, the only genuine life thus far written of him, the one sanctioned by my father himself, namely, the Life of Charles Dickens, by John Forster. But in what I write about my father I shall depend chiefly upon my own memory of him, for I wish no other or dearer remembrance. My love for my father has never been touched or approached by any other love. I hold him in my heart of hearts as a man apart from all other men, as one apart from all other beings. Of my father's childhood it is but natural that I should know very little more than the knowledge possessed by the great public. But I never remember hearing him allude at any time, or under any circumstances, to those unhappy days in his life, except in the one instance of his childish love and admiration for Gad's Hill, which was destined to become so closely associated with his name and works. He had a very strong and faithful attachment for places, Chatham, I think, being his first love in this respect, for it was here, when a child, and a very sickly child, poor little fellow, that he found in an old spare room a store of books, among which were Roderick Random, Peregrine Pickle, Humphrey Clinker, Tom Jones, The Vicar of Wakefield, Don Quixote, Gil Blas, Robinson Crusoe, The Arabian Nights, and other volumes. They were, as Mr. Forster wrote,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?